So now we have a deadline to get this van finished and get on the road. Well, that can only mean one more thing.
Big list.
Big giant list on the back of the cupboard.
We're Heather and Yain, and we have bought, designed, built and are now finishing this van to drive around Europe. The pressure is now on because we need to finish our build, get on a boat and start our adventure next month. Subscribe to follow along. I hope you can hear me. The farmer in the back field is doing some harrowing. I am just about to get started on another week of van building, and I have my beautiful assistant here with me who's going to be absolutely useless, aren't you, Brandy? Going to do a lot of napping and getting in my way, but that's okay because that's your purpose in life, isn't it? Yeah. I've got a long list of stuff that we need to achieve. We're just going to tick them off one by one. Tick them off. Tick them off. Tick them off.
Let's go, Heather. What are we doing? Wire in and test the heater.
That's the list.
Although the list looks pretty massive, it's actually quite nice to be able to put everything we need to do to finish the van in its entirety on one list. I'm sure this list will grow slightly, but those are the main things we need to get done for now. And lots of those are quite little things that we can get done straight away. Is there anything I said we could tick off already?
Nothing that's done.
Yeah, we built the cabinet.
No, it's not done.
Yeah, we built it.
Finished.
We built it.
The rail stuff. Right, you need to not tick off half-finished tasks. That is a rule.
I'm gonna tick them off.
You're not going to tick them off.
Give me a pen.
No. We need to finish it and then you can tick it off. Yeah, we need a better step solution for this map.
Cool, so this is our new cupboard. I don't know how much of this we showed, or my wardrobe, I should say. So we spoke about this right from the start and left it pretty much till the end to do, which was a bad idea because we couldn't fit this damn thing in. So I built this box, which you can now see in its full glory, that slides out, that is my wardrobe. The box would not fit through this gap to go in, so we had to disassemble it, put the bottom in, put it on the runners, and then Heather had to climb under here. We had to move the toilet out, Heather had to climb under here, screw it all together from the inside, from in there, and then she had to climb back out, which was fun. But I have just put clothes rail up, so now I have a nice wardrobe, and we've utilised all this space behind here, which is awesome. So that's pretty much one thing ticked off. All I need to do now is put some sort of latch and a handle on here. But we haven't quite decided which one we're going to use yet, have we, darling? So we'll leave that for now. Alright, my next task is to put the toilet flap on. So we're going to need some sort of door that comes down on hinges that's going to come over the top of this to stop it from sliding out, and also to waterproof it.
Hi, I've got my buddy, and me and my buddy are redoing our electrical system. Not redoing, that's too big of a word. Slightly reorganizing, as I've just put in the 240 volt plug-in to the exterior of the vehicle. I will show you in 2 short flicks of a puppy's tail. But for now, it's very chaotic down here. I'm just moving some things around, try and make it a little tidier. And I kind of wish like I never started, but I shall continue. Okay, this place is looking slightly crazy, but 240 is done. I've wired in 2 sockets and the hookup on the outside of the vehicle, and I also removed all of my batteries, swept out from underneath them and put them back in again. Give you a little peek of that. Just tidying up all the cabling and stuff. I originally did it, and since we've put in the fridge, some lights, the diesel heater, and there was just kind of cables everywhere, so I've just neatened that up again and took them all behind here. That's kind of where the cable mess is, so that this is all neat and tidy. Now I'm going to pretty these up a little bit more, and leave those the way that they're actually going to be. Pretty cool. The job done! I've just made these cubbies. These will be used to store our electrical stuff, and on this side I've just put on, just loosely because I'm going to have to paint still, the 240 plugs, and I've got little USBs on there as well, which is always handy. And then on this side we have another with a little 240 for the kitchen area, because I've got this really nice coffee machine that I love to use and I want to be able to bring it with us. So cubbies minus the lids are complete. I can't take it off till I do the lids though, so gotta get started. So I've just made these which is just a thin piece of 5mm MDF with some fluff I took out of a pillow to make these armrests. I was trying to figure out how to make them look nice, and I figured I'd just make them match the couch. So I'm going to put this on here to tidy up the bottom, and then give the cubby something to grip onto. So I need to figure out the right placement for them. Ta-da! This piece here is the piece that just drops down into the gap and stops it falling off. That is the room back together here, and I'm instantly noticing a few problems. Number one, this outlet isn't going to be too handy where it is. So I'm going to have to move that. I think I'll be able to take this piece out and flip it around to make the outlet up here a bit more. So I shouldn't have to ditch this piece of wood. It was closer to the bottom than it was the top anyway. Issue number two. I made these to have a little bit of an overhang, and I made these to fill the space. So the overhang doesn't really work with the big cushions. So I'm probably going to have to dismantle these and remove the overhang so they sit like that instead of the way I kind of built them to sit, which was like that. So I'll probably redo these so that they only come flush with the sides. Looks quite pretty up here otherwise. Mahoosive seating area. Got this in like posh cinema mode, I guess. Someone can sit over there, I can sit here with my feet up, and then spin it full way around. Oh, come on baby. There we go. Into dinner mode. I do like this fan. And this table also acts as a gimbal for the camera. There's me signing off for the night and the week, actually, because tomorrow morning I am flying to Ireland, which is really exciting. It's Ruby's, we always call it prom, but grad or formal or whatever, her big dance as she leaves school. She's got that, so it'll be nice for me to be able to be over to see her off to her prom. And the next day, me, mum and my sisters are all heading off to see Ed Sheeran. So, spoiling myself a little bit and leaving Yayan here to hopefully get a bit of work done. So, I will see you guys next week. Keep an eye on Yayan for me when I'm away, alright? Ta.
Alright, welcome back to a new day. I've dropped Heather off at the airport. She's off to Ireland for the weekend, so I'm finishing some of this off myself. Yesterday I was on the toilet flap. She's here. I need some bits from B&Q to finish that, so we're going to move on to another task before I go to B&Q. What I'm going to do is bedroom cubbies, so I'll show you on the whiteboard. Okay, ignore my workout stuff. We've currently got, this will be hard to draw. So we currently have a gap here in between the bed and the front of the cab. So what we want to do is put some kind of storage in here. This is our bed here with some pillows on. So we'll have some storage up here that essentially have like 3 cupboards that we can just lift up, and there'll be essentially like pants and socks and whatever else we want to store, but also it'll act as like a bedroom table. And then we've got a wire already running up here that has plugs for charging phones and stuff, so we can kind of stick that in these cubbies so that we can plug it in properly, because at the moment it's just like a loose wire. So I'm going to make those. Then, once I've made those, we're going to put a wall up. Like that. So you can't actually see me and Heather in bed. That's the plan, so that when we've got other people sleeping, and also just when we're in bed, it feels like we've got a kind of our own nice space. So clearly the cut through is there underneath. We've got a cupboard here, and then the shower and stuff over here. So I need to somehow then make a little ladder that is going to let me and Heather get up to bed. So those are kind of 3 bedroom tasks that I really need to get on with. So we need to make the furthest one back first, because obviously I need to be able to get up there. So I've measured it up. I'm going to cut the wood now, and we should be able to frame that up pretty quick and easy. Then I'm going to do the wall. Then I'm going to think about a ladder. Let's go. Okay, so this is the plan. This is my kind of top piece. Just going to go all the way along the far side of the bed, then each one of these that you can see compartments here is going to have a couple of hinges on, so that will lift up. There is a beam like this. Yeah, there we go, just like that, which I've just mounted up on this face. So we've got, if you can imagine, the bed here, then we've got a face, this beam running along here, and then this hinge will allow that to sit on top of there, and the rest of this all solid beam will just sit on this frame there, and that will give us our bedside table. So the question is, one hinge or two? We're going for two. I don't know if you can even see this on the camera, but unfortunately we don't have any shorter screws. This is only like 9mm ply. So I've got the tiniest screws I could find. But they still just come through on the other side, so I'll just get the angle grinder and just nip them off, just to make sure there's no sharp bits. But that'll be fine. And voila! My bathroom. My bedroom cubbies are now made. So we have 3 nice little drawers that all open up. They're gonna go get mounted up into the bedroom once I've had some lunch and taken the dogs for a walk. So I will catch you in about an hour. Ah. Okay, so with a lot of struggling and bending over up in there, I've finally got the bedroom cubbies in, fitted, mounted, sorted. So without further ado, I will show you what I've spent the last hour crawling in this hole to do. So we have 1, 2, 3 cubbies next to the bed, bedroom up here, the wall. We've got my 2 lights with charging ports, and then there is another cable just down in there with 2 USB charging ports. We're going to go inside this, and then we'll be able to charge stuff. We'll also be able to sit all of our drinks and stuff like that on top of here, and store a whole bunch of stuff, because these are actually quite big. So open these up, and there's a whole bunch of storage in there. Yeah, cool, super happy.
So that is it for this week's video. I know it didn't look like we got loads done, but it's all just ticking little bits off the to-do list to hopefully get this thing painted and ready for the road within the next month. This little guy pretty much represents how long we've been working on the van, because he was born pretty much when we got it. So we've been working on the van for this many months, and he's a big doggy now.
Yeah, he's too big for the whole deal to give him to me.
This has been quite like a long journey, and YouTube for us started even before that, back in June, 29th of June, summer 2021.
With Heather original videos, which were like,
cringe.
How to make money with Heather.
Super cringy. This week we actually managed to hit the first major milestone of 1,000 of you being subscribed to this channel. So we just wanted to kind of sum this up and basically say thank you so much for whether you're here to watch us because we're super cringe, or you like watching the build, or you just like watching what we do. We don't care.
It's actually crazy. Like 1,000 people
even believe it.
have subscribed to watch our weird videos.
Yeah, we think we're both very strange, but you guys seem to enjoy it. So as long as that stays the same, then yeah, continue watching, and
we will keep making videos.
We will keep making videos.
Big massive thank you.
Definitely something that we are going to do. And yeah, thanks guys.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye buddy.
Bye everybody.
Good work. Wow.